Good morning. I'm Earl Stewart. I welcome you to Earl Stewart on Cars. Good morning. I'm Earl Stewart. I welcome you on Cars, a live talk show all about how to buy, lease, maintain, or repair your car without being ripped off by a car dealer. With me in the studio is Nancy Stewart, my wife, co-host, and a strong consumer advocate, especially for our female listeners. We also have Rick Kearney, an expert on how to keep your car running right. I dare you to ask a question that Rick can't answer about the mechanics or electronics of your car. Also with us is my son, Stu Stewart, our link to cyberspace through Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Periscope. Stu is also the Spymaster Director of our Mystery Shopping Report. He dispatches our secret shopper weekly to an unsuspecting South Florida dealership. And now, on with the show. This morning, a lot of excitement around us. We've got Dorian brewing in the Atlantic. Got some good news the other day. Maybe it will miss the Palm Beach County area, and maybe not Martin and St. Lucie counties. And we got folks from all over the world. Last week we had a call from Bali, if you can believe that, but we have callers from all over. So I hope it doesn't put a damper on our callers this morning. A lot of folks in South Florida are worried about the storm. We're worried about the storm, to be honest with you. I am a recovering car dealer, but I also have a car dealership in full transparency, and we're quite concerned. We've seen our customers drop off quite a bit. People are more worried about getting plywood and batteries and water and gasoline, of course, a lot of long gasoline lines. So we'd really like to have you call 877-960-9960. That's the call-in number, 877-960-9960. You might want to write the number down, because sometimes you're driving and you can't call, or sometimes you just haven't thought of a question. I promise you, if you listen to the show for a few minutes, things will occur to you. We're all about cars, how not to be ripped off by car dealers, how to have your car maintained, repaired. We've got Rick Kearney, as I introduced earlier in my previous recorded introduction, who can answer any question about any car, and I'll make that 99%. He always hasn't got the answers, but we do have Google. And we have not really a guest, but we have someone monitoring the show in our studio this morning, and I'm excited about that. Her name is Jackie Charniga, and she's a reporter for the Automotive News. You might not be familiar with Automotive News, but it's the trade journal, the national, probably international trade journal for auto manufacturers and automobile dealers. There's not an automobile dealer in the world or an auto manufacturer in the world that doesn't read that weekly journal. That's the Automotive News. And she flew in from Detroit, down from Detroit. Didn't realize at the time she was getting into a hurricane, and she might not be able to fly back to Detroit on Sunday as she planned, but she won't be actively participating in the show, but she'll be watching and listening to your calls and to what we have to say. So any questions that you have, we also have a text number, and that's 772-497-6530. That's 772-497-6530. Every week we seem to get more texts than calls, and that's fine. Texts actually are kind of cooler because we can get to them at the time when we have to, and you don't have to wait. But we'd rather hear your voice and have you call 877-960-9960. Now, we also stream the show, and we're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on YouTube, Twitter, and Periscope. And you can see us in living color. We're right here in the studio. And we have he's not a guest. Alan Napier is not a guest. You regulars know Alan very well. Alan is our collision repair expert, a body shop manager, AKA, and he's been on the show for many years. He doesn't come on every week, and he is coming on this week to answer your questions about collision repair. He's really specially knowledgeable about insurance companies, and insurance companies can be devilish to deal with and complicated, and Alan truly has all the answers. And Alan, I'll start going, I'll do around the table here. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and what the folks can expect from you.
Well, I have been in the industry for 39 years. I've never done anything except work at car dealers, and I've worked for Earl for 13 years now, and we've had some epic battles together against the insurance companies trying to do the right thing for our customers, and And not always on repairs we even have in a shop. Sometimes people just reach out to Earl and they need help, they need advice, they've been done wrong at another body shop or by an insurance company, and because of the role that Earl has in the community as a consumer advocate, he might get a call from somebody that fixed their car in Miami and they just can't get a good result, or they can't get it paid for properly.
Is there an insurance company we have not sued?
No. Maybe one of you billionaires can open a new insurance company so I have somebody else to sue. No, but we work real hard to do the right thing and help our customers, and sometimes not even our customers. We just want to help people. That's what this show's about, and that's what we're about. We're running a business, but we're also a really good team and we're a rare team because we care and we want to help people, and that's what we're here for, and take advantage of it. We've got a lot of knowledge.
Well, put Alan to the test. 877-960-9960. If you have a question about your insurance coverage, we got a hurricane coming, right? You probably have questions. There's flying debris and things of this nature. So any questions, 877-960-9960, or text it. Might be easier for you. Area code 772-497-6530. And sitting to my left is my co-host, Nancy Stewart. And Nancy has, she really has special attention paid to our female listeners. And we try to build our female audience. And since Nancy has been part of the show, we reached 50% female callers at one point, and then it kind of waned off. But Nancy, tell us about the special offer we have.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. I want to thank you for tuning in this morning. I know you have a whole lot to do out there, so thank you. As far as the ladies are concerned, I'm here to help you in a way to ease your pain as far as leasing, purchasing, servicing, and women play a big part in all of the automotive industry. And this morning, I offer you $50. First two new lady callers, I have $50 for you.
No conditions.
So
No, this is not a gimmick. $50 cash. You don't even have to ask a question, do you?
No, you definitely don't. Give us a call. Let us know you're listening. I'm here to try to build a platform, and the only way I can do that is with you. So give me a call. Win yourself $50, the first two new female callers. And ladies, if you don't know it, you play a huge part in the auto industry. You play even a bigger part in servicing vehicles. I would say that 50% of the female, ownership, they may own the car, someone else may own the car. They bring the car in for service, and we really appreciate you listening this morning and joining us. That number is 877-960-9960, or you can text us, 772-497-6530.
I almost forgot to explain why Stu Stewart isn't here. Stu, my son, he's kind of our cyber guy, and we're all kind of filling in. He had a little minor surgery, and he's recuperating, and he'll be back in the studio next Saturday, and he's doing fine, by the way. He's listening to the show right now, I believe, and he may even call in. You never know. But Stu is our cyber guy that connects with Periscope and Twitter and YouTube, and he's also our spy master, we call him, because he normally supervised the Mystery Shopping Report. And the Mystery Shopping Report is one of our most exciting elements of the show. We'll do that in the second half of the show. We shop a different car dealer somewhere in South Florida every week, and it's unique. And do we have a caller, Nancy?
We do. Tina is calling us from Bonita Springs,
Wow.
and she's one of our regular callers, and we enjoy her company every Saturday morning. She has a lot of knowledge to share with us. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning. Oh, good. The music stopped. I thought I was losing my mind.
Hi,
There
Tina.
was y'all talking, and there was music playing, and that's great. But it's like, ooh, My poor brain this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
I found a really interesting question on Jalopnik this morning that someone had submitted, and they said, I'm just going to paraphrase it. I'm shopping for a used car, and I went to my credit union to get pre-approved for a loan. When they submitted the application, the bank rep said they had a list of dealers I can buy from if I want to use this money, and they said the list was pretty long. And the prospective buyer said, I thought the purpose of getting credit union financing is so you can buy from whoever you want. And then the kicker is, the buyer said, I asked them what would happen if I didn't buy from the list or bought a car from a private party, and and the credit union didn't provide a clear answer for that. So the moral of the story is sometimes these credit unions get kickbacks from the dealers, and they will have you go to a dealer or give you a list of dealers that maybe doesn't have your best interest at heart and may charge extra fees or higher prices or whatever they want. So, you have to be careful of those credit union lists, and maybe you might not want to get financing necessarily from a credit union for that reason.
Well, Tina, let me say this. That's a very astute observation you have there. It isn't very widespread. Credit unions are normally a very good source of funds. I think it's possible this credit union you refer to may have gone to the extra effort to try to find safe dealers to deal with. And typically the credit unions have their members at heart. They want to take care of them. They want to give them a good rate. They almost always have a better rate than a bank. And they also want to be sure that the customer, the client, actually the member they call them, is not taken advantage of. Some dealers will take advantage of buyers, as you know. I'd go back to that credit union and I would investigate a little bit and say, why is it? I think they probably have good intentions as to why they have a list of recommended dealers. What they should do, as you said, they should loan the money anyway, but let the buyer beware. Say, we can't protect you if you deal with someone we haven't vetted and gone through and been sure. A lot of times, credit unions will call my dealership. I have a Toyota dealership, and they will ask about our F&I products like extended warranties and maintenance contracts. They want to be sure that the F&I products and the treatment of their customer is good, and they want to know what we sell cars for. Typically, a dealer that wants to be recommended by a credit union will have a special deal for that credit union. They'll offer to sell it for a certain amount of money over invoice or a certain discount from MSRP.
Yeah, that's good to know. But the answer that the editor, the person over at Jalopnik, said was, you still need to make sure get all the prices in writing, make sure you get an independent inspection before buying. You need to see the numbers in black and white on the dotted line before signing anything. So even, as you said, if most credit unions are up and up, if they're really looking for the best interests of their members, then hopefully they don't send them to a questionable dealer. Hopefully they have dealers on their list that have been pre-approved, I guess you can say, or that they've had a good experience with before they send their members there.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. There's always a rotten apple in the barrel, and that includes credit unions. That something should be you should be aware of that.
Yeah, and I don't know if your reviews on Google or Yelp would help, but sometimes those are kind of good things to look at before even dealing with a credit union when trying to get a car.
Yeah, typically the bigger credit unions, Gold Coast Credit Union and Teachers Credit Union, and the ones that have been around for a long time are pretty safe.